Who the hell are you?
What do you mean?
Well, I think I was pretty clear. What are you doing on my boat?
But you know I'm to cleave to you.
To what about who?
Did Elder Gama not tell you?
Tell me what? Who are you?
Mr. Reynolds, sir. I'm your wife.
Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I don't care, I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me. Take me out to the black, tell them I ain't coming back. Burn the land and boil the sea. You can't take the sky from me. There's no place I can be since I found serenity. You can't take the sky from me.
Could you repeat that, please?
I am your wife. That was your agreement with Elder Gaman, since he hadn't cashed your livestock.
I'm sorry. Go back to the part where you're my wife.
I don't please you?
You can't please me. You never met me. So why do I have a wife?
You got a wife? All I got is that dumbass stick sounds like it's raining. How come you got a wife?
I didn't. We're not married.
I'm sorry that I shamed you.
You don't shame me. Zoe, would you get washed?
This is Zoe. We need all personnel in the cargo bay.
Oh, I said wash.
Captain, everyone should have a chance to congratulate you on your day of bliss.
There's no bliss. I don't know this girl.
Then can I know her?
Jane!
Do I like the show Firefly? I love how it explores Earth dying and humanity using up Earth and wasting all Earth's resources and having to branch out into the universe to go find other planets to terraform into the whole thing of new Earths and new civilizations based off humanity branching out all over the universe, and how that leads to different cultures of humanity, different rifts of way of thinking clashing with each other, and how it creates, of course, the age-old line of wars and fighting for land and property, but on a universal level of how humans tend to use things and then trash things and then move on to the next thing they can use up. It really sheds light on that. Do you think humanity will ever learn from their past mistakes as a whole? I don't know. I like how there's certain groups of people that try to stick together and how they try to find work even under the worst of circumstances, and how they try to overcome certain trials and errors, and how some of the cultures are very rich and technologically advanced while other cultures on other planets are very thrown back into like the Wild West time eras, and how they clash with technology and still have use of some advanced technology but nowhere near enough to help improve their lives, and how the haves of the cultures and certain planets take all the resources almost, and how the have-nots are once again struggling on like small backwatered worlds. It's the common theme of the haves versus the have-nots all over again, but on a universal galactic level. It's very fascinating. So it really is a space opera meets Wild West. It's an interesting telling of commingling drama in this space odyssey that we call Firefly. Do you ever think that the haves in this universe of Firefly will ever ease up, be more resourceful, and help others in the lesser developed worlds? I don't see that happening, especially since the haves in the inner places decided to go all out and fight the ones that wanted independent for themselves and crush them like a rebellion because they wanted more land, more everything, more resources, and they wanted to control everything and everyone. I really feel sorry for the have-nots people because they're going to really struggle in the long term, as everybody always seems to do. The 1%, even in sci-fi fictional worlds, always seem to come out on top a lot of times.
Hi, this is Cassie Moore. This episode of Firefly, Season 1, Episode 6, was done on Friday, January 30th, 2026. Let's get into it. After a successful completion of the mission on a backwooded world, they had a party that night to commemorate it. And the next day they go to leave and they found a stowaway on board. She claims to be Miss Reynolds, Mel's wife. Her name is Vera. Several offhand jokes and comments were made about it. The crew slowly realized that she might not be what she seems. She might be a plant. That comes later on in the episode. Vera tries to sabotage the ship for her friends because they're also grifters, like the crew of the Firefly, and they try to take the ship for spare parts. She tries to seduce Mel, the captain, and Amara as well. Mara points out that she must have training at the academy like she did for escorts. Vera, Mrs. Reynolds, as she claims, tries to steer the ship into a space station device that will render it useless and ready to break down for parts, killing the crew on top of that. The preacher at the beginning reminds Mel not to do anything overtly to her or otherwise, that it's a special place in Tartarus for people that do that and for people that have cell phones in theaters, which was a nice little commentary there. But Kayla gets the ship free of the traps that Vera set up for it. They're able to break free before we get into the space station rig that was set to disable the ship. The crew sets things right. The captain asks Nara how she passed out as well and doesn't get it right. And Nara never corrects him by telling him that she kissed him and that the lipstick numbness thing that drugged him also drugged her, because the captain thinks that Nara got kissed by Vera as well. I guess Nara didn't want to admit the truth. So how do I feel about this episode? I find it fascinating how they delve into forced marriages by older generations, which is something that happened here on Earth and sometimes still does. How do I feel about Vera drugging the captain to get what she wanted? That's very manipulative and very goes against someone's personal autonomy. How do I feel about Jane trying to trade for her? I find it despicable, and I'm surprised that he would even want to have someone. And the way he went about it was very despicable and egregious. Why didn't Anara just tell Mel that she kissed him instead? I think she was afraid and wanted to keep her dignity and feelings hidden. What else? I like how the captain treated Vera with respect at the beginning before he knew that she was a plant. I like how she told her to stand up for herself. I like how Wash stayed true to his wife even though Vera was trying to seduce him as well and drug him with the lipstick that she had on. What else? Vera had to knock out Wash because he refused to kiss her and be fooled by that. In this episode, it explores grifters like Vera trying to get one over on the Firefly crew. The crew stood up for themselves and pushed back and got the ship back under their control and averted their own demise. I wish, though, that Amara would have just opened up to Mel and they could open up to each other and take that risk, but that's easier said than done, especially when romance is involved. It can be freeing to admit your feelings either way, but it's still hard, and it's a struggle. What else? I love how the preacher defends Vera at the beginning, pointing out that it's not good to take advantage of certain situations, and that it looks it's not just about looks, it's just bad, which is, I like how he holds to that. I like how Mel is uncomfortable even before that, even consider it, which shows a lot about how his character is, about how he treats women with respect and respects their autonomy. I like how Preacher kept true to himself about trying to protect people and help people. What else? How does Mel's conduct reflect on how he treats Vera? It shows that he respects women and respects other people, at least giving them the benefit of a doubt, even though sometimes he acts a little rough and tumble. And yeah, this episode touches on the traditions of certain peoples, like arranged marriages by families, and fathers being able to arrange their daughters to certain guys and give their daughters away, like their daughters are like cattle or livestock or something. I like how it briefly touches on that. I like how the Captain Mel says that she doesn't have to accept that treatment. I like how that's explored a little bit. I wish they would have explored a little bit more about her training as a companion at the academy, though. Even though it was implied and touched on briefly, I wish it was explored just a little bit more how that happened. Especially with her being on a planet there that they were at. Was she originally from there, or did she just somehow arrive there and blend in until she could get on the crew of the Firefly? I wish they would have explored her character more. That would have been interesting. And I like how Kaylee was able to save the ship and knew her job well enough to get the ship out of a bind, even though she had to take some risks to do it. That was pretty interesting that she was able to do that, and good, of course. What do I wish they would have done a little bit different was explore Vera a little bit more about where she came from truly. How she did take lessons at the academy for being a companion, if she got kicked out, if she abandoned doing it after she graduated, a little bit more of a background for her. I do like how the doctor was able to diagnose him and kind of give him a bit of a look about being kissed, the captain being kissed by the lady with the poison lipstick that knocked him out and being drugged. I like how he explained what it did and how he's seen it before in other patients. How other patients would come in during certain times that had been done that it had been done to them. I like how he knew what it was and gave an explanation and history of what it was and what it did. I like how he gave the background of it. They really didn't show River that much in this one. Just the doctor mostly, because he had a job to do. Well, that's all for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of what I think about this episode. Over and out.
Are you lost?
I'm sorry, I thought the other shuttle was yours.
It is. I was on the Cortex and my screen shorted. This one's out too.
Looking for customers?
What were you looking for?
I don't mean to be rude. A companion's life is so glamorous and strange. I wish I had the skill for such a trade.
You'd like to please your new husband?
Oh, he'll have none of me. For true, I'm somewhat relieved. If I'm to learn of love, I'd like it to be at the hands of someone gentle. Someone who could feel what I feel.
But Mel said you don't approve of my work.
Sure, and he said that to keep you from me. I was too curious about you. Ever since I saw you.
Come to my shuttle.
You would lie with me.
I guess we've lied enough.
You're good.
You're amazing. Who are you?
Malcolm Reynolds' widow.